Haitian Prime Minister was in town.
Yes.
They signed something with the president to allow 1,000 Kenyan officers to go to Haiti. Right?
Yes.
No sooner had the ink dried on the paper,
Yes.
3,000 prisoners from Haiti's equivalent of committee broke out. And then already it's gangland in Haiti.
We're in a gangland. I don't know. There's a court ruling already, Jeff, that that bars the government from sending policemen to Haiti.
Yeah.
And there's this notion that the President Ruto regime is not respecting court orders. You know, we thought that this thing ended with the President Uhuru Kenyatta when he retired, but we have seen that the continuation of what President Uhuru Kenyatta was doing, that President William Ruto now is ignoring court orders one after the other. Just yesterday, LSK was saying that they want to sue KRA because they have continually been deducting 1.5% levy, housing levy, despite the court finding that the levy was unconstitutional. And so, whatever is happening in Haiti, there could be pros and cons of sending policemen there. Maybe we think that we are doing the world a good thing by sending our police there. But the fact remains that the court has found that sending or dispatching our policemen to Haiti is unconstitutional and it shouldn't be happening. And so for President, whatever we are gaining as a country, for him to continue to insist that he wants to send a policeman to Haiti, it's actually wrong.
Have they trained any people? When are these people being dispatched? Are they ready for the mission? And which police? Because GSU is part of police, right?
Yes.
So if they're sending GSU, it's not too bad.
No. Police is not a force in our laws.
No.
The police is a service. And it is not one of those forces that the court ruling is that you can't send policemen outside the country, especially if that country then cannot reciprocate in trying also to make ourselves be better, because as of now is that Haiti has no government.
Right.
It doesn't have a functional government, and so it is very difficult to know who you are going to deal with when you are dealing with Haiti, despite the fact that the acting PM was here.
And it's very unpopular.
It's very unpopular.
Everyone thinks it's a foregone conclusion. What is? Especially
Nick and
his people. It's been a good week. Fito Diabo became president. LSK. What about president?
Kenyans we are very loud and entitled for that matter. Yes. When Baba, as soon as Baba had announced that he's going for the AU, we have thought that this thing is concluded already.
Yes.
It's already the AU.
It's over.
The AU Commission president.
Yeah.
But the fact is that there are lots and lots of politics between now and July for you to conclude that Baba is either going to be the AU president or not, because first we need to go as a bloc, the East African bloc. He needs to, all these votes. We saw the Somalia lady also trying to, also throw her heart in the race. She might not be the threat, but it just shows you that we still have a long way to go for you to conclude that Baba Amolo Odinga is going to be the AU Commission president, because there's the West bloc, there's the North bloc, there's the South bloc,
yes.
and so all those blocks he needs support, a majority of the support, and there are those rules that they were placed there before. They have not been ratified, or they are saying you must have a master's degree in law, you must do BCD, and Baba doesn't have those requirements. So,
Nicholas, what are you saying? Baba should not be asked such questions.
The countries have to sit, know if they are going to ratify those proposals. If they ratify those proposals, then automatically Baba is thrown out technically. And so first hurdle is that he needs to convince the countries not to adopt those proposals that have been put there by the outgoing president of the AU Commission.
Right.
Yeah.
And this coziness with Baba Charlene is not helping one person in central Kenya.
A truthful man. He's having nightmares.
Lots of nightmares.
The more things change,
The more
they remain the same. Licha ya kwamba alikuwa ametega mitego pale State House, ameweka mitego, ni kama baba amerukaruka hizo mitego zote na ameingia kwa bedroom ya baba Shalin. And so it's giving him sleepless nights, and he has not come out to say it, but as a politician, when you don't say something, you look for your people hapa chini. Hao ndo wanaanza kupiga kelele. Kisema Rigiji akuwe respected. Rigiji must be respected. Rigiji is the second in command. Once you see those sentiments start coming out, then you start getting worried. The fact is that Baba keeps on reinventing himself. After 2007 we said bullet imebaki moja, 2013 ikakuja akarusha haikuingia, bado tu akakuwa 2017 akarusha haikuingia, bado yuko 2022. And we thought that after 2022 Baba is now done. But somehow kuna handshake between him and the president, William Ruto. Ruto had said, actually he had vowed that it will never happen.
Correct.
Under over his dead body, there will never be a handshake between him and Raila Odinga.
And now?
But the fact is that there is a handshake. We might not have. They might not have taken a photo at Nyayo, at the steps of the Nyayo House, the president's office, Arambe House. Yes, they might not have taken that photo. But the fact is that there is a handshake, and maybe it's not even a handshake; it's a hug actually, a very firm hug between the two. And Rigiji is not enjoying it. Not just Rigiji actually. The whole section of the central Kenya politicians are fearful that Ruto might shortchange them, because if Ruto has the Nyanza vote and parts of the western vote, let's just say if he has the Raila's backing, then he might not find any need of having central Kenya in his pocket. And so Rigiji is a worried man. Ichungwa is a worried man, but it's still early days. But the fact is that Ruto is making inroads in Nyanza, and Ruto is making inroads in Western Kenya.
The master politician.
Master tactician.
Boss.
He's making those inroads. And once you have Nyanza and Western Kenya, then the fear is that Rigiji will be expendable. You can say, mimi niko na watu yangu tayari, sasa ukinisumbua unaweza kaa nje. And Rigiji has been preaching every meeting that he has held, that you will not allow. Kazi yake kubwa ni kulinda President Ruto against this man. Mnataka huyu mtu akuje kwa rais tena? Si alikuja kwa mtoto wetu Uhuru akaharibu. Sasa kazi yangu ni kulinda rais kuhusu, na nimeweka mitego kila mahali akikanyaga hapa. But the fact is ameruka hizo mitego zote, ako State House,
ako ndani ya bedroom,
ako kwa bedroom. And they are very close. There was a problem between Kenya and Uganda over oil importation and everything. And Museveni was very mad with how President Ruto was dealing with those things. And I think one of the things Baba did is to go and smoothen Museveni and say told Ruto, come ongea maneno isha, wakaongea maneno ikaisha. And so Uganda is now back with Kenya on mambo ya oil importation. And that's one. Those are things Baba can only do. Nobody else can do that.
Safari, my friend, we end that to AU waje na hii mambo.
But the biggest challenge now, the biggest problem will be there's no opposition.
That's what do you mean? There's Kalonzo Musyoka. There's Amala Kijana.
Let's be serious for 1 minute. We are discussing serious issues.
Just repeat that again.
It is now time for other politicians to stand up and be counted. I think it is time for somebody else to rise up. It must not come from the opposition as we know it, Azimio as we know it as of now, because in Azimio we are not seeing anybody strongly coming out. Kalonzo was expecting that Baba will hand over his support, and the problem of waiting to be handed over the support is that you might not find favor within the supporters themselves. Baba can even say nimeachia Kalonzo, but Nick watasema huyu Kalonzo ananisaidia nini. And so politicians, one of the politicians must rise up and take over. Hata kama ni Gathoni wa Mushomba, she must then come out and strongly so for Kenyans to believe that this is now the next person that is going to fight for our cause. Because as of now, Kalonzo is trying to do inroads to do rallies in Nakuru and wherever, but I don't know, it is not resonating well with the Kenyans as of now.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. And I think it's just because of the type of politics Kalonzo Musyoka plays. And the problem is that all of those people that are remaining in Azimio, the principals, so to speak, play almost the same politics like Kalonzo Musyoka. And such kind of politics do not resonate well, especially when you're in opposition. We have been, accustomed to politicians in opposition hammering so hard on the government, and so we expect that if there's going to be a person who is going to rise up and be counted, then he must be in the ilk of Raila Amolo Odinga to be an opposition politician.
So what you're saying, there's nobody?
So far there's nobody. There's only Kalonzo Musyoka, who's lackluster to say the least.
Eugene.
There's Eugene. Two steps, kama Kalonzo Musyoka ni Arsenal number 3, Eugene ni Manu ako huko number 6. Then there's Oparanya, so his politics are not resonating well with the Western
in his backyard.
Even yes. Kakamega, you cannot say that he has the full backing of the Kakamega county as of now. Joho is the only politician that you can say his politics are closer to what Raila Amolo Odinga's politics was. But he has been in and out of politics since his attempt of being the CS Lance failed. So so he has been in and out of politics. So you can't place him. You don't know whether he's going to come up into national politics, or he just wants to play the coastal politics. And so he's the only person who is closer to what Baba would have been in politics, because he can come out and tell Ruto on his face on what he wants to, what is wrong in his government.
Does he have national appeal?
He doesn't. That's the problem. He doesn't have national appeal. And because he has been in and out of politics, there's this notion that even the coastal appeal, the coastal vote that he was seen to have been commanding, is also slipping away from him. And so, kwa opposition sahi, you can't place anyone and say that this is now the next kingpin or opposition politics. As of now, bado Sifuna bado anajaribu, bado ako Champions League, ako national, ako Europa, hajafika Champions League. And so bado kwa sahi kwa and the fact is that a person will come up, because we have said here before that power abhors a vacuum.
There's one other guy who's making a lot of noise on the sidelines. A lot of noise. Johnny Walker, JW, Jimmy Wanjigi.
Ah, yes.
He's making a bit of noise on the side.
JW is playing textbook politics. Kama unasoma ile kitabu alafu unasema ni hivi nitakuwa nafanya, but politics ni ground. Ni ground. Sidhani kama ako na ground, hata kama ni Kayole peke yake, sidhani kama ako nayo. So anacheza siasa za hapa juu za Twitter, za internet, na nini mababi, mababi huwa apigi kura.
How far did he get in the last election? Did he even pass?
He didn't even buy hakuwa na papers or something. So the IBC did not hawakumpitisha kuvai yeye na my uncle, the musician, Ruben Kagame.
For the first time this year, guess who showed up with Kalonzo?
Who?
Mtoto wa baba.
Oh yes. I think as soon as
akasema anapenda nyama.
Daktari
akakuja.
I don't think he's a politician for starters. He can be a politician if he's in government. Chaguliwe kuwa defense minister.
But yes.
sijui SME kitu kama hiyo, but I don't think he can play opposition because opposition politics is rough politics. Wewe utaenda upigwe tear gas. Sijui kama mtoto wa daktari atakuja apigwe tear gas barada.
Polisi wanatupa kwa pili ya Marshall.
He can't play such a politics.